Wow, that was pretty good, right? Anyway, how's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. Today, I'm going to talk about self-employment healthcare costs. Now, before I quit my job, and probably before anyone quits their job, they're really worried about how much it would cost them in healthcare costs after they have to pay it for themselves. Alternatively, if you get laid off, you can sign up for Cobra, but whenever I look at the health insurance premium, it's actually more than what I need to pay for if I just sign up on the Affordable Care Act stuff. Anyway, I realized that doing a healthcare insurance video is likely really difficult because I can't just pinpoint a cost to it to any single person because everyone's different ages, it costs differently. You might want a certain level of care, you might want it from a certain healthcare provider, so it's gonna be all over the place in terms of cost. Now, before I quit my job, and likely anyone that is looking to become self-employed, go the YouTube route or maybe do freelancing or something, they're gonna wonder roughly how much is it gonna cost you. That's the general question I had. I didn't really want it exact. I didn't need it to be like down to the dollar or even $100. I just want it to be like, is it gonna be like $10? Is it gonna be $100, $200, $300? 500, 1,000 even? I had no idea before actually doing it. Now, the health insurance cost is going to vary greatly depending on what level of care that you want. For example, if you go on the Covered California website and if you just choose a certain age range, certain income, and then even for that particular one, you can choose from different providers such as Kaiser, Blue Shield, HealthNet. Within each one of those providers, you can choose different level of care, bronze level care, silver, gold, platinum, where in each one of them, the insurance pays for a certain amount. Maybe it will only pay for 70%, 85%, 90%. Each one of them is going to have a different copay and stuff. So I'm just going to pick one particular type of plan. For example, the silver type plan at Kaiser, and then I'm going to iterate over the age range so that you can kind of see how much your premium differs based on your income changes. Now, for example, I picked a random area code around here over in California at the age of 20 now, assuming you're 20 years old and somewhere in the Bay Area. Now, with earnings of $16,770, which is 138% of the federal poverty level, now the federal government determines what that poverty level is, and at 138%, you're just right over the limit for qualifying for Medi-Cal. Then over 138%, you won't qualify for Medi-Cal, and then you have to buy your insurance through Covered California. Now, this video does lean on California a little bit because that's where I am, but it's good to just have an idea of how much it roughly costs. This is the main purpose of this video. I wanted to know roughly, is it in the hundreds? How many hundreds just to buy health insurance on your own without an employer? Now, with the age of 20, you're somewhere in the Bay Area, you earn $16,770. You can choose from a plan of Kaiser 94 HMO for a cost of $48.15 every single month. So, okay, $50 every single month when you're age 20. All right. If you go with Blue Shield Silver plan, you have to pay $85.69. So that's about double the amount. So if you want this, Blue Shield thing, I haven't actually used them all that much because I haven't really used all that much health insurance. So if you choose this healthcare provider, you're going to have to pay more. And then there's also HealthNet Silver EPO, whatever that is. This is yet another healthcare provider, and this is going to cost you $179.79. One column over, you'll see that there's a credit of $353. This is what the federal government is going to subsidize for you. But then the total cost of this thing, you can see on the far right, is the $401.15. If you happen to earn a lot more, over 400% of the federal poverty level, then you're going to end up having to pay $401. Now, $400 for someone that makes over 400% of the federal poverty level, it's tough to pay. It's annoying. Because normally if you work for an employer, it might only cost you anywhere between $50 to $100 to get covered, and your employer pays the rest. So let me go over this chart from Covered California real quick. The measurement is in federal poverty level. So if you look on the far left, it says 100%. If you're one person in your household, the federal poverty level is $12,060. 200% is twice that. $24,120. 400% is $48,240. Now, if you make more than this as a single person, then you won't get any subsidies at all. You have to pay the full price. As you can see on this chart, the more you can make, the more you have to pay in health insurance premiums. The less you make, the better subsidies that you get and the better a plan that you can get while paying a lower price. If you make between 100 and 150% of the federal poverty level, you're going to qualify for the Silver 94 plan, which generally pays a bit more for any kind of incident that when you have, and also the co-pays are a bit lower. Between 150% and 200%, you're going to qualify for the Silver 87 plan, which means, okay, the plan is not going to cover as much of the costs. As you can see, as you make more money, you're not going to be able to qualify for such a good plan. You can still choose to get a good plan, but it's going to cost you more. So all of this so far has been crazy complicated. When I look at it, I start getting a headache just looking at it. But what I want to know is roughly how much does it cost me? How much will it cost me depending on what my income is? And how much will it cost me depending on my age? So I plotted these out over here. If you make between 138% and 150% of the federal poverty level, in absolute dollars of one person, that's between $16,754 and $18,000. Now, this amount, making $18,000 a year is pretty low, so I'm just gonna cover that real quick. You can see that line pretty much hovers at the very bottom over here, and even as your age increases, you won't be expected to pay more and more as your age increases. As you increase your income from 200% to 250%, now you're gonna have to pay more in premiums. They want you to pay about $200. And if your age increases, I checked this, I had to go on the Covered California website and I plug in the age, plug in the salary, and every single dot here that you see is me going through their stupid process one single time. And as you can see, as you age, when you go from 20 years old, 25, doesn't matter, 45, 65, the amount of premium that you're gonna pay is roughly $200 a month. Now, if you're thinking of going the self-employment route and you think that you're not gonna make all that much the first year, if you're gonna make under, let's say, about $30,000, then you can go, okay, well, the insurance premium is likely going to be about $200 every single year. You're gonna have to take out of your pocket $2,400. And this over here is, I'd say, an average plan. It's the Silver plan. It's not very, very good coverage, but it does give you like a reasonable amount of coverage. Now, if suddenly you go freelancing and then maybe you make more and more money, maybe at some point you make more than 400% of the federal poverty level, and that is $48,240, so roughly $50,000. If you make more than this, you're not gonna get any subsidies from the government at all. Rightfully so, of course, because you make enough money. But the catch here is pretty brutal. Let's say you're 20 years old and then you make more than 400% of the federal poverty level. And you look at this chart, right off the bat, you're gonna have to pay $400 in insurance premiums every single month. That translates to $4,800 every single year, making $50,000 a year. You're gonna have to carve out about $5,000. This is 10% of your take home just to put into health insurance. As you age, the insurance premium is going to increase and the government is not going to subsidize you at all. So you can see here over at 25 years old, it goes up to $425 or so. At 30 years old, it's about $500. At 45 years old, it's $600 a month. This is getting pretty hefty. And then when you're 55, it's $900. If you are 60 years old, it becomes $1,100 every single month. This is pretty substantial because if you have to dig out of your pocket $13,000 and you make $40,000, this is like a huge portion of your take-home pay. This incentivizes, of course, anyone that's over 50 years old to actually try not to make as much money just so that they can qualify for more government subsidies. Now, I just want to say something about this healthcare business and how crazy the premiums are. You can actually go to a different country, get your surgery or something, and it'll cost a lot less. I actually had my cavity done before in Taiwan, and I just went there and I just walked in some dental office and then they go, okay, yeah, we'll accept you. And then I got one of my teeth filled and it costs like $20, $30 or something. Whereas in America, if you go to a dentist's office, it's gonna cost you roughly, I don't know, like $150, $200 for the same service. So where does this inefficiency lie? Why does vision and dental even require insurance these days when in a different country, you can just walk in some store and then go, okay, yeah, you know, a la carte. I just want a filling here, root canal, whatever. Glasses I bought for $20, $30 before. You don't need insurance for vision Or dental, basically. In the United States, you don't really need vision care unless you're getting something really crazy, something really difficult to do. Then you can get really cheap prescription glasses for $20, $30 even. So there's something inherently very wrong with this healthcare system, because when I had dental care, I would go in and they would actually want you to come in to do your checkup. I assume they get paid the insurance money and they just want you to come in just to do their little thing, do their teeth cleaning or something yearly. And really, it should not cost all that much. However, as an employee, you don't have a choice of rejecting dental care or anything. You just go in and then, okay, it's something provided for you. You don't have to pay all that much, maybe like $1 to $20 every single year for dental care. And just this system is very inefficient because $20 might be coming out of your pocket, but out of your employer's pocket, it might be hundreds of dollars. And you actually am forced to go to your dental office to get your checkup and stuff. Anyhow, I hope this video helps you gauge how much health insurance costs if you were to pay it outright on your own without any employer's help. If you're interested in supporting this channel, check out my Audible link down in the video description below where you can get a free audiobook. And if you don't like this audiobook or this service, you can cancel it before the subscription expires and you don't have to pay a thing. And you can also help benefit this channel. I have a Patreon over here where you can message me privately regarding financial matters. And as always, don't forget to subscribe over here and click that bell icon next to that subscribe button so that you get a new notification whenever I upload a brand new video. Thanks for watching.